our rules and we'll see if anybody else comes in, okay?
I'm
Good.
still eating.
That's okay. You just have to listen right now. I'm going to mute you guys. So you guys listen. I'm going to talk. All right? Okay. Okay. So I think I know most of you. A lot of you have come to one of the classes before. But for anybody who's new to class, my name is Stephanie. I'm the dietitian here at the Nutley ShopRite, and I'm going to cook with you today. Okay? I see you're excited. So if you've ever come to our classes, we do have a couple of rules. So we're just going to go over the rules quickly first, and then we'll get started. Rule number 1 is, especially since we are online, we want to pay attention. So if everybody is talking, it's a little hard to hear the directions and what we want to do to make our recipe. So first we want to pay attention. Our second rule is we want to be careful. So we are going to be chopping today with knives. So please let whoever is helping you either help you to chop or to chop for you, because we want everybody to be safe, okay? Third rule, we're gonna wait until the end to taste. So we don't wanna taste everything while we're going. We wanna wait and taste together at the end. Today, we're also gonna use something that's raw. We're gonna be cooking with eggs. So we don't want to get raw ingredients in our mouth or on our faces, all right? If we like what we taste, what do? Thumbs up. If we think it's just all right, thumbs in the middle. If we don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Try not to say words like ew or disgusting, all right? And our last rule is to have fun. So I don't think anyone else came in. Oh, let's let one more person in. And then we are going to get started. Okay. Are you guys ready? Yes. So if you want to unmute yourselves now, you can, so you can follow along and ask questions. Okay. All right. Can you guys see me?
Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
We're going to get ready to cook. So what do we need so that we know what we're making today? What is this called? Anybody know?
Recipe.
A recipe. Very good. So if you have your recipe, take it out. The first recipe we're going to make today are baked mini frittatas. So we're going to make this one first. So we're going to make one entree and one dessert. Raise your hand if you've ever had eggs before.
We had eggs.
Stop it.
Have you ever had an egg?
Stop it. Stop it.
A hard-boiled egg, a scrambled egg, an omelet. Okay. So these are made with eggs. They're like little omelets, but they're in little muffin or cupcake tins. All right, so we're gonna make little cupcake omelets. All right. So when we look at our recipe, that tells us what ingredients we need and what the directions are to make the recipe. So if you look on your recipe at the right side, I'm gonna start reading the directions. Okay. So the first thing it says is, remember, first wash your hands. If you're by a sink, or if you have a little Purell or some hand sanitizer, we want to quickly wash our hands with a little bit of soap and water. We always want to wash our hands before we cook, so we don't have any germs on our hands. So since I don't have a sink, I just put on my gloves. Okay, so I'll give you guys a few seconds to wash your hands if you haven't.
Did you wash it with soap?
You wash them with soap. Soap and water.
59 minutes.
59, that's a little long. All right, are we ready? Thumbs up if you're ready to move on.
No, I'm not ready to move on.
Okay. The next thing we need to do, if you can hear me, is we're gonna preheat our oven. So if you or whoever is helping you can turn the oven on. We want to put the oven to 375 degrees.
Oh, my mom is supposed to do it.
I know, I can do the other.
Why?
Ask her how much again?
So everybody go over to your oven
Turn it on.
Ask my mom.
and turn it on.
Wait, what do we turn it on to?
Just a minute.
Well, ask her what temperature.
What temperature? I don't know.
I'm waiting.
What temperature?
375.
Thank you. I can do that.
That means 103.75.
375.
375.
Ah, we got to cook at high temperatures. All right, is everybody good with the oven? Okay. All right. Now that we preheated our oven, we can start. So remember, we want to be quiet so everybody can hear. All right, so the first thing we need, let's get out all of our ingredients. So we need some cooking spray. Does everybody have cooking spray? So we've got our cooking spray.
Then tell her to get out.
We need eggs.
She's
Our eggs, let's get out.
Spray pan.
We need some milk.
Fifties.
Let's get our milk out. We need some salt and pepper. Put them out here. And then we have our vegetables and our cheese. Okay. So it looks like everybody had their stuff out already.
We need this, right? We need this cooking chef to make an egg bump.
I'm not sure if we need that. We'll see. All right, so the first thing we want to do is we want to wash our vegetables. So the vegetable that this recipe calls for is a red bell pepper.
I don't know. Can you?
So let's see, who has a bell pepper?
I hate that thing.
You
Go
can use
with
a pepper,
slower.
or if you have, yes, sure. If you have a different vegetable, you can use whatever kind of vegetable you have. You can use tomatoes.
I have apple. It's a vegetable.
Apple's a fruit.
No, we only have fruit.
You know, vegetable.
Oh, actually, I have
But if you
spinach.
have no
We also have
spinach,
Frozen spinach.
you could do mushrooms. There's a lot of different vegetables that we could use. Okay, so everybody who has their vegetable, hold it up to the camera. Let's see it.
We have spinach, but it's in a bowl, so it might be really hard to see.
Okay, I can see it. Does anybody have a different colored bell pepper? Mine's red.
Here's
What other
spinach.
colors do they come in? Your spinach.
Here's my
What other
spinach.
colors can bell peppers be?
Here's my spinach. Green and yellow.
Green, yellow, even orange. All right. So give me a thumbs up if you're ready. I know somebody said to give them a minute.
Ready. Here's my spinach just in case you need it.
So we're gonna chop up our vegetables now. So please get some help from your parent if you are chopping
Ours
alone.
is already chopped.
Okay. So we're gonna have our cutting board. And I'll just show you then how I cut my pepper. We're gonna take our knife We never want to put our fingers
Eating my
near.
spinach.
And
I'm
we're
getting
gonna
my
chop
knife.
off the top of the pepper. Okay? I'm gonna chop off the top. And you'll see in the inside, there's a bunch of seeds. We don't want those, so we want to take them out. So you can stick your hand in there and get all the seeds. Take them out. And now it's empty.
That was already in the spinach.
Okay. I see a couple of you emptying out your pepper. It doesn't have to be perfect.
Thank you.
So once you have your empty pepper, we can cut it down the middle to make 2 parts. We're gonna cut
Just a minute, okay?
so that we have 2 sides.
No. I hate that.
Really?
It makes me
Okay. Let me see your 2 sides.
sick.
See, Annella's got hers going.
That's already 2 done.
David's got his. Okay. Now the easiest way to chop it up is to cut one of your sides into strips. So just take your knife and cut strips out of the pepper. You can see.
My pepper's bleeding.
That's okay.
I have a real knife.
And then if you turn the strips the other way, you can cut them into little pieces. Now, when we cut, this hand, we want to protect the hand that's not holding the knife. So if you kind of curl your fingers in and hold it with your curled hand, that way your fingers aren't out and we don't chop them. So you want to kind of curl your fingers in to hold. And we can chop up our pepper into little pieces.
I have a real knife that could cut this thing off.
So for those of you who already have your pepper chopped up, you might just be waiting a few. But we're just gonna let everybody chop up some pepper. Here is my chopped up pieces. Make little pieces. You can make them bigger, you can make them smaller, however you want. You don't have to chop up the whole pepper, you can do half, however much you think. Okay, so we're gonna hold the pepper with our curled fingers and we're gonna chop them into pieces. How's everybody doing?
Good with the spinach.
Good with the spinach.
I like spinach.
We're moving along quickly.
I hate spinach.
Okay, so I'll give you maybe another minute to chop up some more pepper, unless you're good.
How much pepper do we cut?
You can cut like half of it if you want. Do the 1/2 set.
Spinach. I hate it. I love spinach. I hate
David
it.
looks like he's done. Chop up one more piece, and then we'll move on.
Spinach. I hate spinach.
Okay. So I think most of you had your pepper already chopped. David, your pepper's chopped up now?
Yes.
Okay, and it smells good. Okay, so we have our chopped up pepper. So let's put our cutting board and our knife to the side, and we'll move on. So now we need to work on our egg. So let's get a bowl out and a whisk. We need a bowl, and we need a whisk.
Look, you're not even looking.
Okay.
She has the color.
That's what?
Colorful.
Now this recipe makes 12 muffins. So it makes a lot of
You're
muffins.
making 6. I have a half
You don't
thing.
want that many. You don't have to put as many eggs. But for the 12 muffins, we want to crack 8 eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7,
That
8.
came back on because I want to see how much.
Okay, so this is the fun part. Everybody likes to crack eggs open. So you can crack the eggs right into the bowl if you want, or you can crack them into a little bowl first, in case you get a shell in there and it's easier to get it out. Okay.
Three, 4, 3, 5, 0.
You're getting there. Shall we start pouring it on?
Little bowl first.
We don't need the whisk anymore. We need a charge.
Papa, can you give us this, please?
No. Okay. Yeah.
Okay, put it down.
So the thing is that we will pour, not outside, only in the bowl. Get it? It's there, okay? Still, don't forget. Yeah, go inside the hole.
I've got 4 eggs so far. Looks like everyone's still working.
So when something is dripping, you drip like this. Get it? So it falls back in. You fall outside the bowl.
Seven. Okay. So while you're cracking your eggs, make sure you don't get shells in there. Try to take them out if you have any.
Two more.
And once you have all your eggs in, you can start to whisk them. So you can start to mix them up. Now your hands might be a little eggy after you crack your eggs, so if you want to wash them off a little.
Don't do anything to the
Down because it's too hard. It will go on.
Want me to do it?
Yeah. Be so careful.
So of course, Rana, you're 5. You haven't cooked in your life.
I can make you today dinner.
You can eat this for lunch. Don't think I'm making it now. Why do you keep it to dinner?
Sid,
Okay.
we're having this for
So
lunch.
most of you are working on my screen. You can't see exactly where it's at. But once you crack all 8 eggs into your bowl, you can start to whisk them out.
She still hasn't filled it. Let's do this much because I want to see, because this will rise. So let's now wait for her to catch up. Huh?
What do we cut?
Not nothing right now. Go, continue zesting. Zesting will take a long time. Where did she go now? Ah, I asked you to. No, I asked you to continue with the zesting and don't go near the eggs though. That's it.
I can't see anyone right now, so if you can hear me, tell me if you need more time or if you're good.
Oh, this is my professional.
Do we put the eggs and the peppers together?
This is the citrus.
Oh, the pointy side
You
of
put all the eggs in the one big bowl.
Wait, do we put the eggs and the peppers in the same bowl?
We're going to, yes. So if they're the same thing, that's fine. Wish I could see you guys again. Some of you are coming back. All right, here comes everyone. Okay, so does everybody have their eggs in their bowl? All right, so I can't hear everybody, but I'm gonna start moving on. So your peppers that you chopped up, I think somebody had asked if they're going in the same bowl. You can throw them right into your big bowl now with the eggs.
No, we're not.
Put the peppers in.
Don't just the white part.
And if you have any other vegetables,
White part is
I know some of you had spinach.
No.
We can throw some spinach in the bowl also.
Spinach.
What are we doing?
So
Scallion.
the spinach, you can
Onions and
kind of
mushrooms.
spread it up into little pieces.
Can
You can break it up, or you can just throw it in.
No, wipe my hand because it was wet.
Okay, we're zesting. Water food, Mandai.
Okay? So add all your vegetables in. And you can mix that together.
No, not really. Don't touch the.
All right.
We've done.
Everybody's freezing today. Can't see everybody, but
Keep doing it.
I'm gonna keep going. Hopefully you can hear me.
No, you see what I mean? The yellow is changed and the white comes up.
The next ingredient that we're gonna use is milk. So everybody get their milk. When we measure milk, we use a different kind of measuring cup. We use a liquid measuring cup because milk is a liquid, all right? So if you have your measuring cup, if you just have a regular measuring cup like this, that's fine too. But if you have your liquid measuring cup, that's what we like to measure liquids in. So we want to measure out a half a cup of milk. So on here, it should say 1/2 somewhere. Or it says 4 ounces. And we want to put our milk up that line.
Oh, my God, he's turning into a baby now.
Okay? So keep your measuring cup down on the counter.
Crazy? You did?
Yes, you did.
Shh.
Pour it until you see the half a cup.
Oh, she's still pouring.
Half a cup.
So it'll say 1/2. About that much. See some of you again. All right, and you can pour your milk into the big bowl too. Okay? And the last thing we're gonna add is we're gonna add a little bit of seasoning. So we're gonna put a little bit of salt and pepper. So we don't have to measure this.
Yeah.
Just sprinkle in some pepper.
Or half.
Sprinkle in a little salt. Not too much. Just a couple sprinkles. Okay?
What are you doing? Just take 1 cup, 1 spoon out. That's the sugar.
And the last thing we need is our cheese. So does everybody have cheese with them?
Yeah. Say now. See, you have cheese.
There's a bag of shredded cheddar cheese. Or you could use any kind of cheese like
Wait.
mozzarella.
No,
If you have a measuring cup,
don't do that though.
you can measure up about a half a cup.
So
You can kind of fill up your half cup pretty high, or you can just dump some in. I'm gonna measure it. You can do a nice heaping cup of cheese and throw that into your bowl.
Make it then.
Okay? And we are going to just whisk it all together.
Okay, let it go. Put the fork down. Okay.
Make sure it's all combined.
Put a little cheese on top without touching the egg. Don't, your fingers shouldn't.
Alright. You should get some eggs
Touch.
like this. Can't really see it too well, but
Just in the end first.
Teacher,
yeah.
I'm a professional at mixing this, like this,
Yeah.
without my other hand.
So you want to hold it down, or it's gonna go flying. You can hold it with your other hand. Better. Okay, I think we are all mixed. Looks like we've been whisking for a little while. Okay. So to make these into our cupcakes, we need our cupcake tins.
Okay.
Let's see if you guys have your cupcake with you. I have plastic ones, but you can have ones like Antonella that are a little bit more sturdy. And we need 12 cupcakes. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, so everybody get their tins out.
Take your food hands.
I don't see it.
I don't see
These
it.
are our tins.
There's nobody. Not my name on it.
Now, if you didn't have cupcake tins, you could always just put it on the stove and make it like an omelet instead of making it into cupcakes. So if you just have a big pan,
Hey, can you pour it?
you can always do that instead. Okay, so if you have your cupcake tins ready, we're going to spray them with our cooking spray so that they don't stick to the bottom. Take your spray and spray your tins.
Here.
Sorry, Mama.
Yeah, you put this in your mouth.
Huh? It's not so good. Something else.
Really?
How?
No?
Looking good. I can see everybody again.
When I need this.
Okay? And then if you want to use one of the measuring cups that you just used, you can just take some of your egg mixture. You want to fill up the cup, not all the way to the top. Maybe like half or 3/4 of the way up, not all the way up. So then you're going to be too big. You can take a spoon or you can take a measuring cup and just put some of your egg into each
Scoop it out
Picture of the
with this and put it.
no.
A little much. Try to keep it more.
Okay. Double quick spray.
Oh, what?
Did you get him with any of the stuff? Get it with the, all the stuff.
Get all of your vegetables and the cheese and everything in there.
10 cups.
Said mozzarella powder got on my hand.
Everybody's filling.
How many eggs, honey? Move, move. You can wash your hands here if you want to.
I don't want to.
Everybody's concentrated. Quiet.
So this is
I can't get apple.
tomato.
Can you get an apple?
Depending on how big your cupcakes are, you should have enough to fill 12.
Okay. On me. What?
You can have a little left over.
Look, her tray is watch. Oh, one of nothing. She could just have enough. No, you're not.
It's okay, some are less.
The dumping coconut milk. Very carefully you have to put, okay? Your food will dump out of everything. Then it's dumpy food.
I'll show you my.
You don't dump anything. There you go. It's very.
Everybody's filling their mine over here.
This is my muffin. Okay, see, ours is more filled than hers. Shouldn't we?
Yeah.
It is?
And I know it's hard to show to me, so instead of showing me how they look,
I don't
give
know.
me a thumbs up.
You see, that's why I'm asking to see. Mama.
Thumbs.
You being master chef.
Like some of you are still working, but most of you look like you're pretty good.
Raise your hand.
So
You
we
have
did
to
all
do
the steps for our cupcakes. What we're gonna do, beautiful, I can see them. Good job.
What you have to listen to?
Is we're going to put these in our oven now.
Get out of.
And we can set the timer for about 20 minutes. So we might not be able to taste these together. You might taste these on your own later. But they should cook for about 20 to 25 minutes in the oven. Okay, so we
That's
put like
fine.
20 minutes and then check them.
You put them in the oven now, Romeo.
You have that muffin?
Once you put them in the oven, let's clean off our surface and wash our hands again. Because we don't want any of that egg on our hands when we make our dessert.
Does your hand need to be even water washed? Do it.
I'm gonna put all of this stuff away.
This is one. Now we got the graham crackers. Go.
We'll get ready to make dessert next.
This is cupcake computer.
What was it?
Jaane, that's the first step. I don't know if I have enough cream cheese for more than two. Do you want to?
When you are ready for dessert, give me thumbs up.
I think that's enough. Right? That's enough, right? We don't have enough more than this, right, Nanam? Or shall we try another one? Yeah. Koto kake ya bolti. Now I gave.
Yeah, thumbs up down. That means you're not ready.
Yeah.
Okay, so once we're all cleaned, we'll get out our dessert ingredients.
No, you're not dumping it. You have to be very careful. You know what? Don't taste it for you. No.
So I will just
Very carefully.
show you guys the rest.
You understand this is frosting. How did you do the cupcakes?
Yeah.
Remember how you do cupcakes? You remember?
What cupcake?
Keep cleaning.
Oh yeah.
Cupcake decorating.
I did it for
That's okay. Let's put a little vanilla. Don't touch it. Is the sugar blending or no?
yeah.
You still have kitty sugar? You can't put kitty sugar.
You put that in the fridge.
Start or not? What is she doing?
Once you're done, you can get your next recipe
Take
out.
your ears. No, not this. Take your ears there.
Alright, how we all doing?
Here.
You look ready.
Excellent.
Okay. So I don't know if anybody has the recipe in front of them, but I'm just going to read to you what our dessert is. So for dessert,
Yes.
we're going to be
Hold
making
it tight and mix it in nice.
sugar cheese
Spread
fruit
everywhere. I need to
pizza.
mix it.
Done. So for our fruit pizza, we need a base, we need icing, and we need our topping. So we're going to be putting this together. So the first thing we want to do is wash everything off and wash our hands, which we just did. The first step is done. We can move on to the next step when you guys are ready. So give me a thumbs up if you think you're ready for step 2. Okay. All right. I'm going to go.
Okay, you cut it in 4.
Okay. So we want to get out some of our ingredients first, right?
You just take the 4 out a little bit.
So we need our cookies. Let me see your cookies.
Are we supposed to eat it?
What kind of cookie does everybody have? Some sugar cookies.
Sugar cookie.
Sugar cookies.
There are graham crackers. I don't know if you can hear me.
You can use oatmeal raisin cookies. You can use any other kind of plain cookie. Did anybody bake their cookies or did everybody buy them? 'Cause that would have been fun to do before this. Bake your own cookies. All right, so we have our cookies. We need cream cheese now. Everybody get your cream cheese. Everybody have cream cheese? Okay. Perfect. How about sugar or powdered sugar? Okay, we're matching. We've got our sugar. Vanilla. We need some vanilla extract, if you have it. Perfect. And the last thing,
Why in the last piece?
if you wanted and you have a lemon, you can put some lemon zest. If you don't have a lemon, then you don't need it. These are everything that we need to make our frosting. All right, so let's get started. So we need another bowl and we need something to mix with. You can get another whisk or like a spatula or a wooden spoon, whatever you want to mix with. Our bowl.
You can see how this is going. Nothing has
Spatula.
I feel like 375. You're not
Or you can
done.
use a spoon, whatever you have to mix. Okay. All right.
You should taste the.
So most of you have a different kind of cream cheese. It has like a tub cream cheese.
You
I
want it to
think
remove sweeter?
that's the same amount. So we're gonna put the whole thing of cream cheese in a bowl.
Can you do
No, it'll be too much for you to
Take all the cream cheese. And put it in a bowl. It's hard to open these sometimes.
brown sugar?
Do you have a ketchup with Nagesh? No.
Are you using whipped cream?
I feel like we should make it too sweet. This is uncomfortable.
Our cream cheese is bad.
You don't have the cream cheese. That's okay. You can try it with the whipped cream.
Do we use the whole thing? The whole entire cream cheese?
So it calls for 8 ounces. I don't know if you can read it.
Move it here,
You
not
don't
be
have to
good.
make the whole thing. You can just put like half of it.
Leave it.
Depends on how many cookies you're gonna ice.
Here, done.
Right. So put your cream cheese.
Mix the brown sugar or no? Don't. Why are you sitting? You can't stand there.
And when you're done with your cream cheese, get out your sugar. Sugar's so we're gonna measure out 3 tablespoons.
If you don't want to give it back.
So we need a tablespoon measuring cup. I mean spoon.
Yeah, you can eat.
So a tablespoon is the biggest.
I don't want to.
Please eat them. Why?
Let's open our sugar.
But can you please open this for me, please?
Arm the room mouth.
And we're gonna fill
Open
our
your
tablespoon 3 times. Alright.
Papa, our screen disappears. It doesn't say Rayon anywhere.
That's 1.
What is she putting?
2.
What is she putting in? Tell me.
Sure. Made Mickey Mouse. Sure.
Okay, okay.
And then we're gonna cut up some fruit and put it around and then.
And 3.
I want to keep the laptop.
Down there. And then make dinner. The pizza. I didn't make dinner today. And then
Whoever
make
is
dinner
done
today.
can give
The
it a
pizza.
stir while we wait for
Mama,
everybody.
can you do the pizza? So
Try
that
to
we
start
get
stirring it together. It's gonna be hard.
You can't make the pizza. We don't have the ingredients. You have to have the ingredients. You can't say, You have what you need? What do you need? Tell me now. How do you make it?
Onion?
Wait for everybody to get done with the sugar.
For
Going to have a heart attack.
when did that go again?
What is it that you? What is the pizza? Like,
It's the base.
Rayon.
Onion is the least important thing here.
I want to say that today.
I think that's
Okay, everybody done with sugar?
Fine, I won't.
Yep.
Okay. Next we're gonna need our vanilla. So let's get our vanilla back out. And we need a teaspoon measuring spoon at a time.
More of this in here.
So our
More.
teaspoon is a smaller one that has a 1 on it with a TST.
1 teaspoon.
So we're gonna fill up our teaspoon with vanilla 1 time.
I'm scratching.
No, we can put it on Frittatas.
No, honestly.
You
need
it.
We pour that
Because you
into our bowl.
That's a good luck.
have to
It's
do.
okay. I this. That's your only desk. If you want, you can start smearing. But the thing shouldn't break. You know, like you know how frosting is. Very slick.
Okay, so while we wait for everybody, you can stir it up.
Teacher,
Doesn't have to be all the way, but make it
you
look
a knife.
a lot.
I'm using a
Shit.
window knife.
You have 6 and you have that much.
Oh, wow, you better be careful.
Or just do 4. That's not enough, but do it like
Myself once.
let me try this.
Okay,
Babysitter already.
let's mix. I'll wait for everybody.
Look, isn't mine that's smeared so much more? Don't put on your shirt. I'm gonna put it down here. Then the cup.
The last thing we need if you're using it is lemon zest. So lemon zest is actually just the outside of the lemon, and you use something called a zester to get it off. So if you have a zester and you have a lemon and you want to add some, I'll show you what it looks like. So this is what a zester looks like. I see some of you have one. It looks like a cheese grater. It has little kind of sharp pieces on it
Anyway, okay, you
that can grate the lemon.
doing a good job, Rano.
And you want to go like this and take some of that lemon, the outer part off. And so it'll start to look white because I'm taking all the outside off it. And that's what's called the zest.
Because she has a bigger space. I need that.
Anyone had lemon zest before?
Very hard to hold on.
It's fun to zest the lemon. You just want to be careful not to touch this part because that's the sharp part.
She has gloves, so she can touch it.
With anything.
Okay? So if you're using your lemon zest, that's the lemon. If not, you don't need it. It's just something you can use if you want to.
You can put it on your fingerprint.
Okay, and I'll show you.
More there. You see mine? So yummy, right? No.
That's what it all looks like. It almost looks like grated cheese, but it's lemon.
Cheese, she made it. So it's okay.
Put this into my cream cheese. And give that a mix. So that's everything. So make sure it's all mixed together now. Everybody mix it, mix it up.
I need help, it's heavy.
This is going to be our cookie frosting. We have all this nice cream cheese frosting here.
Don't do this. That is
That's our time.
what goes on here doesn't.
Ooh. So if you need to check your muffins in the oven, they might be done.
My frittatas are done.
They look gorgeous. They look so
Mine are
good.
huge.
Look, it's dark. I can still feel the hot.
Yours are, and if yours are bigger.
Yeah,
If they still look wet, don't take them out. If they look dry, they might be done.
Wait.
Push back against me. Push it.
No. I forgot that.
We have a plate now.
It's okay if it's too much.
So let's ice our cookie.
They're done.
So take one of your cookies,
Try
and you can have like a plastic knife or a spoon. And we're gonna take a little bit of icing, and we're gonna put a nice even layer of icing on our cookie.
Nice even there. Let's move it.
The base of our pizza. Spread your icing.
Here's the cookies.
And then we can top our pizza with toppings. So we
Should
don't
I
any
It's okay. Do you want to top it now, blueberries? Like, don't dump on it.
put some
I want to make it
on there.
whatever. You understand?
So I have blueberries,
Yes, blueberries too.
berries, strawberries. You might have to cut in half because they're a little big. Strawberry.
There's a stem.
Teacher, teacher, I cut these apples like little pieces. See?
Okay, you decorate it. Like a
You
face.
can put apples. I even have these. Does anybody know what these are?
Yeah. Peaches.
Mandarin oranges. They look like peaches.
Mandarin orange egg.
You can put little oranges, whatever fruit you have.
Maybe this horse is a human. Oi, 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 oi.
We get a circle.
And
Put
that's
some
the
of our fruit on our pizza. You can decorate it.
Who's the middle?
Yeah, and I'm a big fan.
Abhi mat utha phone. It's not important. Don't take this call now.
I go for one to mama.
Call them back.
Yeah, go ahead.
Look. She's completely salted. So that let's put more. You understand? Because we're not putting blueberries.
Depending on what kind of fruit you have, you can make all different designs. But here's my pizza. I've got blueberries. Whoa! Falling off. I've got blueberries and oranges.
How can I?
So you can
Lick your fingers now.
as many as you like.
Lick them all your fingers you will lick. It's okay. Lick the. I will smack the boy.
Icing.
Lick and then wash your hands.
Maybe a scientist.
This is very good.
Mr. Doctor.
And decorate with the fruit.
Right? You imagine that you made
A
it.
woman.
In English.
Emelina, chop up a strawberry.
Put the rest of the filling on top of the. Now on top of it.
We've got 22 minutes until those are supposedly done.
I'll open it for a little bit. Lick all the cream cheese and then wash your hands.
Be a little more time, and then I want to see them.
Okay, volume करेगा जी क्या ना What talking? Oh, she is
How's
talking.
everybody doing with their fruit pizzas? Why thumbs down?
Thumbs up or down?
I didn't have fruit. Goodbye, thank you. Aloha,
You're going to the lake. Have fun, guys.
Bye, teacher.
Bye. So when anybody finishes, hold one up to the camera so I can see how beautiful they're looking.
Don't tilt it. Don't tilt it or it will the blueberries will.
Oh, wow. I see blueberries on yours.
Yeah.
You guys have lots of blueberries.
Thank you. Bye.
Does anybody else have any to show? Emma, do you have any cookies ready? Say, wow. Okay, I see more blueberries. David, any cookies finished? Oh, lots of cookies. You guys are doing good over there. I saw strawberries on yours. And Antonella gave me a thumbs down, so I'm not sure if she has any to show me yet.
I took a frozen strawberry and I mushed it, so then it would be like kind of like a strawberry.
Like
Mush.
swirl.
And
Hey, that looks like it worked though. It looks beautiful. Everybody is doing very good. All right, so if you would like to try your cookies, I'm not sure if your muffins are done, but you can give your cookie a try. And we can see what our thoughts are on those. Let's see. Tastes good to me. Thumbs up. How about Emma? Did you try your cookie? Show me your thumbs. Up, middle, down. Up, up. Okay.
This is great.
Awesome. So enjoy your cookies. Enjoy your frittatas when they come out of the oven. And thank you for cooking with me. I hope you had a lot of fun. You guys did great. Okay?
Hi, Stephanie, real quick. Thank you so
Bye,
much for doing the
Deidre.
cooking class. Thank you.
Enjoy the rest of your food. Bye, Emma. Bye, Antonella.